It's Doc South here, and I thought you might like this story. I don't think I've told it to video. If I did it a long time ago. So let me see if we can get this out. Um, I was at a flea market. Gee, it had to be maybe 28 years ago. It was a long time ago, and I was selling stuff. Uh, I was single, kind of blue about it. Um, had broken off with someone very nice, and was again pretty much living a life down in the dumps would be putting it mildly. And I had this antique business, this shop in Chester. I was at a flea market. I took stuff down to sell, and my booth was right next to a young lady who did tarot cards, along with selling antiques. And we were talking back and forth, and she said, "Hey, let me do a tarot card reading on you. I'll do it for free for you. What do you say?" I said, "Well, sure." And she said that someone would, among other things, she said someone would come into my life that and would be attracted to an object that I had found. And I said, "Well, what kind of object? What?" She says, "I don't know." She says, "It doesn't say, but an object will be the opening gambit for you. Will be the opener." She says, "I honestly, I don't know. Maybe they're going to like antiques. I don't know. Maybe maybe you'll have a $50 bill on you. I don't know what it is, but an object will kick things off." And she says, I think you'll do very well with this particular person that will come into your life." I said, "Well, okay." And fast forward a few weeks, I was at an auction, and well, that ceramic figurine, you see, the mermaid sitting on the seahorse, came up for to be bid for sale at the auction. No one wanted it. No one wanted it. I mean, the auctioneer, it started out at like $25. It went down eventually, I think, 50 cents. I raised my hand. The auctioneer looked at me and said, "Sold. Let's move on to the next item. Give it to him. You leave it here, sir." I said, "No, I won't." And I took it back to my store, and I don't know, I'm pricing the load I got from the auction, and out of the box I pulled this seahorse and mermaid. And all of a sudden it hit me. I said, "Oh my God, this is what that girl doing the tarot cards, this is the item." Something just kicked me right in the neck. I said, "Well, that's it. Okay, well, I'm not going to sell this. I'm just going to put it up I'm going to put it up on the shelf behind me here, behind my counter, and we'll see if anything develops." I plugged it in. It all lit up. I said, "Works fine." Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, a little bit later on, a friend of mine came in to buy some gift certificates for my store. They were going to give them away as Christmas gifts, and they only bought one or two. And well, I said, "That's nice." This girl was rather pretty. I showed her the figurine. She says, "Yeah, that's nice. Uh-huh. Yeah, what else do you got in here?" And in other words, she didn't care too much for the item, but she did get the gift certificates, and off she went. Well, about 2 weeks later, who walks strutting into the store but this cute little blonde, about the size of a jockey. And she says, "Hey, my friend Beth gave me this gift certificate to your store. Is this valid here?" I said, "Well, yeah, sure. Look around." A cute little woman. Pretty girl, I thought. About the size of a jockey, blonde, pretty, loved antiques. She's walking around the store. "Boy, look at this. Oh, cool. Hey, you got records." I said, well, yeah, I got records. Sure, I work as a DJ. You do? Yeah. I said, yeah, of course. But yeah, go check out the records. The gift certificate good for them? I said, well, yeah, you pick what you want. I'll cut you a deal. And that was Sandy moseying around the store. Well, she got herself a pile of records. While I'm going through pricing the records for her. She looks over my shoulder and says, whoa, oh man, she says, what, that, that figurine, is that for sale? I said, well, no. No, I said, it's kind of got sentimental value. I love it. I said, you do? And, and I'm looking at Sandy, and I said, whoa, is she pretty? And she likes the figurine. Oh, well, I said, well, I can't sell it. It's kind of special. And I just kind of keep it here for good luck. She says, oh, man, she says, if you ever want to sell it, let me know. I said, oh, yeah, sure. Well, that was the start. Sandy would come in periodically, sit and talk with me, look through the store. I'd ask her, "Hey, would you like to go out?" "No, I'm not. I'm too busy." All this stuff, she'd say. And I couldn't get her to go to the movies, go out to dinner, nothing. Finally, one day, I said to her, she's walking around the store, again, and I said, gee, I'd love to ask you out for Friday night, but I don't dare. I've got to go do a clean out. She says, what do you mean a clean out? I said, well, I've got the right. I bought the rights to clean out this house. The people are moving. They need everything out of the house, and I can take whatever I want. And the rest they'll throw in the dumpster. She said, really? I said, yeah, yeah. She says, gosh, could I come along? Would you mind? I'll be glad to help. I said, well, and I'm looking over at the figurine, and I said, yeah, yeah. It's a long story short. Sandy goes on the call with me. She's searching all over the house for stuff. She she was in some of the outbuildings poking around, and she comes over to me. I'm in the main house, and she says, hey, she says, go look look at what I found out in one of the chicken coops out back. It was 3 pedal cars. Yeah, pedal cars. They're worth a lot of money. She found them. She says, this will help you, right? I said, oh my God. I said, you're great at this. She says, yeah. She says, boy, she said, I'll go on any of these house calls with you. She says, I made a pile of stuff I need. It was mostly household items. I said, sure, you can have them. They're yours. They're just going to get thrown out. Oh, and that was the start of a beautiful friendship. And it's funny, but eventually, I believe, now I could be wrong, because it was years ago now, but Sandy and I eventually hit it off to where we were living together. And one day I decided I was going to pop the question on her, I believe it was for Christmas. And I wrapped this figurine up in a big old box, and I believe I put on it a gift tag that said, will you marry me? And Sandy opened the box. I said, make sure you read the tag. She looks at the tag. She goes, whoa, really? I said, yeah. She says, well, okay. And we set the date, and about 2 or 3 months later, we was man and wife. That was 25 years ago now. Holy mackerel. And we never had a fight that I won. Yeah, but no, she's Sandy's a great wife, and wonderful girl, and I'm very lucky. Anyway, I think it was that mermaid, and the mermaid did indeed bring me good fortune. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I thought you'd like that story. We'll see you later, friends. Thank you now, and bye-bye.